When it comes to SM Entertainment, it has a long history of being at the forefront of K-pop for over 2 decades. Founded by Lee Soo-man in 1995, it has had its fair share of controversy and scandals over the years. Hello there, my name is Derek, otherwise known as DareDB, and I'm here to bring you a historical look at the various scandals that has plagued SM Entertainment over the years. This video is strictly to present the stories and allegations that have come out against the company, as well as the artists representing the company, and are factual and in no way meant to defame or slander the company. And this will not include dating scandals, as I personally do not view idols dating to be particularly quote-unquote scandalous. And so without further ado, let's get started. In 1999, SM's very popular girl group S.E.S came back with the song Love, sporting new blonde hair. While these days, colored hair seems to be the norm in K-pop of today, back then the S.E.S members were banned from 3 of the 4 major television stations, including SBS and KBS, simply for having blonde hair. The girls persisted, and eventually societal standards changed enough to allow performers to showcase themselves in different ways of appearance. In May 2001, SM's first major group, H.O.T, announced they were disbanding after 5 years over the fact that the group and the company could not come to an agreement on a new contract. Fans expressed outrage at SM and protested against the alleged unjust actions to H.O.T. It was later revealed that the disagreement between the members were over pay, amounting to offerings from SM of $10,000 US for every 1 million copies to be paid to H.O.T. In 2003, when it came to Shinhwa's contract renewal, contracts were offered to all the members except Dongwon. The group ultimately decided to sign with a new agency, and SM denied the group the legal rights to their name. The legal battles would continue for 12 years and finally be in favor of Shinhwa, and allowed the group to finally rename their company to Shinhwa Company. In October 2007, SM announced that Super Junior M would be debuting in China to take on a new market as a new subunit. Kangin was already announced to be the leader of the new group, and new member Henry was announced to be a part of the new group, making him the 14th member of Super Junior. Fans of Super Junior expressed outrage at SM deciding to add a new member to the group, as they saw it as a chance for SM to potentially replace one of the members. Therefore, fans pulled their money together to buy stock in the company with the hopes of attaining a significant shareholder position and a chair on the board to prevent SM from adding new members to Super Junior. Fans protested outside of the building with the slogan Only 13, and fans' efforts only amounted to 0.3% of the company's total stock. And so they took to the Korean media to express their outrage, and SM ultimately announced that the newest members to the Super Junior M subunit would not be added to the main group. In July 2009, TVXQ members Jaejung, Shia Junsu, and Yuchun all filed a lawsuit against their label SM Entertainment, citing slave contracts, excessive lengths of contracts, and unfair profit distributions. While the lawsuit would go on for several years and ultimately be in favor of now JYJ, this lawsuit shed light on the dark side of the K-pop industry internationally, causing many K-pop artists to have their own contracts renegotiated, as well as leading the government to set a standard for a maximum of 7 years for all K-pop contracts going forward. On September 16, 2009, Super Junior member Kangin was arrested for assault charges in an altercation that occurred between 2 men outside a bar. After arguing inside the bar, the men followed Kangin outside and displayed acts of violence. Despite one of the suspects claiming Kangin assaulted him, surveillance proved that Kangin was acting in self-defense. On October 16, 2009, around 3 a.m., Kangin once again was caught up in a hit-and-run accident after hitting a parked taxi with nobody inside. He later turned himself into police later that morning and recorded a blood alcohol level of 0.082%. After failing to show up into questioning later that day, he was called in the following day. He was indicted for the incident in January of 2010 and was fined 8 million won. All of his activities were suspended by SM for the rest of 2009, and he went into the military in 2010. Hangin, or Hankyun as he was called in Korea, was SM's first Chinese member and only foreign member of the original Super Junior lineup. On December 19, 2009, Kangin filed a lawsuit to terminate his contract with SM Entertainment, citing the excessive length of the 13-year contract along with unfair profit distributions and harsh working conditions. Kangin reportedly never received a day off in 2 years and developed gastritis and kidney disease as a result. On December 21, 2010, he won his case, to which SM Entertainment filed an appeal to reverse the decision. And the following year, it was revealed on September 27, 2011, that both parties had reached a mutual agreement by allowing him to terminate his contract and leave Super Junior. On May 15, 2014, EXO's Kris filed a lawsuit against SM Entertainment to terminate his contract, arguing that the company had unfair profit distributions, disregarded his health, restricted his freedom, and treated him like a product rather than a person. On October 10th that same year, EXO's Luhan was the second Chinese member to file a lawsuit against the company, echoing the same arguments as Kris, as well as alleging being treated differently than the band's Korean members. And in the following year, EXO's Tao was the third Chinese member to file a lawsuit against SM to terminate his contract following his injuries that occurred during promotions. SM responded in a statement, "Our company plans to do everything in our power, including both Korean and Chinese legal professionals and partners, to respond legally both in Korea and China in a multifaceted manner." SM had their own counter lawsuits against all three members, as all three carried on individual promotions outside of their contracts with SM. While EXO continued to promote as 9, the legal battles for the three carried on for several years. Kris and Luhan ultimately settled, with the two remaining under contract with SM until 2022, sharing revenues with their Chinese agencies. In several legal cases, Tao lost several of his battles after failing to pay the company following his departure, as well as accrued interest for delayed payment. It was determined that his exclusive contract with SM was still valid and would remain so until it officially ends. On July 24, 2014, during the promotions of FX's Red Light, Sulli suddenly took a break and citing exhaustion both mentally and physically as a result of incessant malicious and false rumors regarding her. It was revealed in August of 2015, the following year, that Sulli had officially departed from the group. On August 1, 2014, Red Velvet officially debuted with a music video for Happiness. Immediately upon its release, the girls in SM Entertainment received tremendous backlash from fans and media outlets across the world regarding the use of controversial imagery sprinkled throughout the music video. Imagery including the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in World War II, as well as the American 9/11 Twin Tower attacks. The original music video had over 2 million views before being pulled and re-uploaded with the edited content. On September 30th, 2014, it was announced by Girls' Generation member Jessica that she was quote-unquote forced out of our group on her Weibo account. SM Entertainment later confirmed that she is no longer a member of Girls' Generations due to scheduling conflicts. While the group would continue to promote as 8 members, with SM managing Jessica's solo activities, on August 6, 2015, it was revealed that Jessica and SM Entertainment had officially parted ways. Back in December 2014, the then SM rookies and now NCT member Taeyong was caught up in his first controversy, as it came to light that during his middle school days, he actively scammed people on an online trading site. He would use fake advertising, take the money, and either never send the item or simply send out defective products. Text messages revealed him using swears and obscenities to the scam customers after being confronted. SM issued an apology on his behalf, stating that SM will make sure he will reflect on his past actions and help him grow as an artist with talent, as well as one with good character. In December 2014, Red Velvet's Wendy came under fire when she was asked what her individual talent was in a radio interview. She explained, "When I went to a foreign country, I learned to imitate white people and black people, especially black men." She went on to impersonate white and black people in America in the interview, causing many fans to call her out for being racist and offensive. Then again, 4 years later in 2018, Wendy was on another talk show giving her stereotypical impressions of white and black people in America, which led fans to express their disapproval of actions again and being called racist by many. On December 13, 2014, Super Junior Sungmin privately married actress Kim Sa-eun after they confirmed they'd been dating that September. Fans were upset at the fact that his marriage took place during Super Show practice and tour after his label and bandmates advised against it. Fans were angry when they realized he hid his girlfriend's nickname and his signature at previous fan signs and chose to come out with his dating news, despite fans' push to not allow backlash against the group. When it was announced that Super Junior would be having an 8-member comeback after 2 years in the fall of 2017, fans protested to have Sungmin kicked out of the group and threatened to boycott Super Junior to prevent him to return. Sungmin has been inactive from Super Junior since early 2015. In the spring of 2015, singer-actor No Minu of Trax filed a lawsuit against SM Entertainment citing a slave contract and broadcast ban. His contract was 17 years, and Minu had claimed that when he showed signs of opposition to the contract, SM halted all support activities expected of the management company. He did start activities on his own, but SM Entertainment blocked his television appearances. In 2018, No Minu ultimately lost his first and appealed trials due to insufficient evidence of his claims. In May of 2016, former SM rookies trainee Yuji, who was supposedly set up to be an NCT, had his alleged past exposed by Chinese fans on social media, claiming that when he was on a Chinese survival show in 2013, he sent a multitude of pornographic images of himself to a fan and even had a quote-unquote sugar daddy at the age of 15. Fans were outraged and wrote to SM to have him kicked out of the company, and he is nowhere to be found these days, indicating his career was essentially over before it even started. On May 24, 2016, Kangin was wrapped up in a second DUI hit-and-run accident with a blood alcohol level of 0.05%. All of his future activities were cancelled after SM's issued a statement and was later fined 7 million won that September after prosecutors indicted him. In August of 2017, SHINee's Onew was charged with sexual harassment after a night out with friends at a club. The victim reported that Onew was on 2 separate incidences inappropriately made physical contact with the club goer. Onew and his friends explained that Onew arrived at the club very intoxicated to the point of being almost unconscious. Witnesses said that Onew was seen to be staggering and almost fell. When he almost fell at one point, he grabbed onto the victim's leg at first. His friends told the girl that they were very sorry and that he didn't do it on purpose because he was quote-unquote really drunk. Later on that evening, Onew was seen to have grabbed her leg while he was sitting down, to which it was assumed he thought it was a pole. When he was reported to the police reported that they were unable to communicate with Onew as he was basically unconscious from being heavily intoxicated to answer questions. The charges were later dropped at the request of SM to the victim the following year on the grounds that it was all just a misunderstanding. In October 2017, Siwon's dog bit a woman, causing her to die of sepsis afterward, a condition caused by the body's response to an infection. The dog was not on the leash and was out with Siwon's father. Apologies were issued by both Siwon and his father to the public and the bereaved family. It was later reported that the dog was sent away and is no longer living with the family. In November 2017, Kangin was caught up yet again in a brief scandal related to assault to his alleged girlfriend at an adult entertainment club in Seoul. At one point in the night, Kangin was intoxicated and a minor brawl occurred. The victim showed no signs of injury and didn't want to punish him, so the case was then dropped. On December 18, 2017, singer Jonghyun of SHINee committed suicide after suffering several years of severe depression. His death caused the K-pop community to stop and the rest of the world to take notice once again on the dark side of the K-pop industry. His death made the world question SM and the K-pop industry's approach to mental health and the well-being of their artists. Jonghyun will never be forgotten, and as K-pop continues to grow, treatment of artists and mental and physical health of artists will continue to be in the spotlight. SM Entertainment is a company that has been there since the beginning and has helped define K-pop to what it is today in this now much bigger industry. However, some of their actions have kept them in check with the public and its artists, and time will tell if the company will continue to uphold these standards that the public and its shareholders expect of them. And it just goes to show, no matter what size of company you are, you have a reputation and image to maintain. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give this a like and subscribe for more videos. And if you like, you can support me on Patreon too and follow me on my social media. Links are in the description. I appreciate you for stopping by, and while you're here, please be sure to check out many more of my works, and see you next time.